Good day, YouTube. It's Friday. Oh my God, I used to love Friday. Why? Because it's weekend. And weekends, everybody loves weekend, right? I don't feel that vibe anymore. It doesn't feel the same as it used to, probably because I'm now working um my own business. So it my weekend feels like it's a weekday and weekday feels like it's weekend. It just depends. If it's weekend and I have things that need to be done, I just get it done. If it's weekday and I feel like just taking the day off, I get the day off. That's the good thing about it. So anyway, enough of that. If you're watching this right now, my guess is the good guess. You are selling on Shopify and you are haven't made your first sale, or you are just not making as many sales as you want to. Okay. And don't get too frustrated. I can tell you with 99.9% accuracy that every beginner has been there, except for those who probably have coaches, but it's not really about having a coach or having a website built for you. There are a lot of things that comes in play, that comes together for you to start making sales and start getting money rolling into your pocket. Okay. Why is every sale is important when you're selling, especially online, but your first sale is the most important one. And the reason is very simple. For a business model, like a lot of people do not believe in online business. And I understand if you haven't been in it and if you don't know anybody who is successful at it, you are only watching YouTube video, you're only seeing ads of people claiming that they're making $1 million selling online, it can be skeptical. Yes, when I started my online business, I started with affiliate marketing. With all due respect to everybody, they are still doing affiliate marketing. I think this business model is dead for real. I tried it. It didn't work for me. It took me the most money and didn't return even a single penny. And I've done it for 4 long months. Consistent, and it didn't work for me. Well, I'm glad it didn't because it showed me other business models that are not just working right now for me. It took less time to do so. I've also tried this thing called YouTube automation. YouTube automation is a long shot. Uh, I tried it because it's more recent. It's younger than most of those online businesses out there, and it has a good future. I think that anybody who got technical skills, computer technical skills, and has the time to sit around, got a job and just want to sit around, do something, and hoping that someday it pays off, it's a good business model. Shopify, that's my number one business, at least until I started with Amazon, and I love Amazon even better than Shopify. Anyway, getting your first sale is going to create a shift in your mindset. Why do you need that shift? Because I spent 2 months without a sale. When I made my first sale, I was like about to give it up. But after I made my first sales, I'm like, yes, I found the secret. I was even more motivated. I was more I had more drive to try more product, to improve my store, to watch videos and just learning constantly. I knew that it's possible after my first year. I knew it's possible. Not everybody's going to buy from me, but there are people out there that are going to buy from me. And if I only get 1% of those customers online, I knew I could be successful at it. I knew I could make enough money to the point I can improve my store on a professional level and even run better ads. Even online businesses take money. On Shopify, you need less capital to get started, but eventually, if you want to scale, if you want to actually be very successful, you also need to start making that money so you can get money, you can get the funds to take your business to the next level. Okay. Another thing that the first sale does for you is the feeling of winning. Everybody needs that. Nobody gets into business to lose. And if you feel like you are winning, it gives you momentum. It gives you courage to keep on going. Just stick with me for a few more minutes. I'm going to tell you the secret. It's not actually a secret. It's something it's obvious, but a lot of people just neglect to implement it to see how far it's going to take them, how they can become successful doing Shopify. Okay. Anyway, you already know that first sale is very important to you. So we're going to move on to the next slide. So getting the first sale faster. How can you make it happen? If you have been doing selling on Shopify and it's been weeks or even months and you have not made your first sale, I'm going to tell you what I did and it worked for me. First, go for the break-even point. Don't try to make even a penny in profit on your first sale. Sell it at the lowest price just so you can break even. Let me repeat that, it's very important. Why do you need to just break even? Your goal is not just to break even. Your goal is to find a winning product. And finding the winning product, it's going to require you to make a little bit of to compromise a little bit. So selling at the very even point, at the break even point, kind of lets you know, okay, my product is not that expensive. If people are not buying, either the product is just not a winning one, nobody wants it, or there's something wrong with my store is not built professionally, or there's something that I'm not aware of. It kind of helps you troubleshoot your website better. For instance, when I first started, at that point, I actually had made a few sales, like 7 to 10 sales, I think. And I got that text on Messenger of that woman. At the time I was selling a brush, hair brush. It heats up and it straightens your hair right away as you brush your it female stuff. I don't know much about how it works, but yeah. And she hit me up on Messenger and she was like, uh, "Do your product ship to London?" I said, "Yes, I ship literally into London, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and most of the e-pocket countries." And she said, "Oh, well, I'm having trouble setting up, entering my address because it wouldn't let me select Great Britain as a country." I said, "Well, all right, give me just a moment. I'm gonna see my IT department." It was a one-man show, but I was not going to tell her that. So I made it feel like, okay, I got another team taking care of the website part while I'm just focusing on the management. So, and she said, okay. And I tried to do the shopping myself. I went to my store. I tried to check out an item, and I could not pick another country other than the United States where I live at. That's when I was like, oh, that probably could explain why I wasn't getting sales when I first started, and my sales haven't picked up as it should have. Then I went back to YouTube and I tried to find a video to solve that. True, I had the currency converter activated. I had set up the shipping addresses. Everything was set, but still I could not get my website to display other countries. So what was happening was there was this tab, I believe it's on the marketing side. I don't remember where exactly the problem was, but I was able to fix it. And guess what? After I fixed it, the same afternoon, I sent back the text to the woman that hit me up from London. She purchased from me. And I've set up a coupon discount code and send it to her. I said, okay, thank you very much. You have just saved my life. You saved my business. Here's a discount code. You have 5 different products of your choice. Whichever one you choose, it gives you 15% off. All of those discount codes have been used. I'm pretty sure she gave it to her acquaintances, family members, or friends. But yes, I made good sales in London And after that, it was just like magic, 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 magic. And I started getting those sales coming. Okay. So go for the break-even point until you find the winning product. That's very important. Second, test as many products as you can. It's hard to tell you how long you are supposed to test a product until you can tell whether it's a winning one or not. Okay. But an indicator would be that the product, you're getting a lot of views, you're getting a lot of people visiting your store when using the ad that you are running. So if they are visiting and they're not buying, I'm not gonna say it's fine, but at least that tells you that it's a product that has influence. You might be able to make few sales on it. If not, even it could be the winning product. So if you get on those visits to your shop but they're not buying, this is a whole different tutorial and troubleshooting techniques that you're going to undertake. Third, make sure the checkout option is available in different locations. That's what we talked about previously. Pretend that you are checking out those products that you are buying from yourself. Go from adding to cart all the way to the checkout point just to see how is the experience of the customers visiting your store. Fourth, minimum text length. Use bullet and use GIFs if possible. I'm talking about the description portion of every product that you're selling on your Shopify store. Don't fill it up with too much text. No, nobody's gonna go on there and then trying to read whatever the product does. If you can add a GIF or a short video or an image and stay away from images that you would just, download from AliExpress or from CJ Dropshipping and then just put all of them there. No, be selective. Pick pictures that show the features of your product. Don't try to put some computer generated stuff on there too much. Put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Ask yourself, okay, what does this picture tell me about the product? Is that relevant? Why should I have it? Help the customer make a decision, pretty much. Last but not least, take a day off. If you have been working too hard on it, you are frustrated, you still cannot figure out what the problem is, just take a day off of your Shopify store. Don't even think about it. Wait until the following morning. You're going to have a cool head. You're going to be able to brainstorm. And that night, you might even get an insight while you go to bed, even though you don't think about it. It might just come to you. There is something that a lot of people, successful people especially, don't talk about. They always talk about the knowledge. They always talk about the experience. But there is something that nobody can actually put their hands on it. I've listened to a lot of manifestation videos. I'm bringing this out. Some of you might not like it, but those are things that I believe in. Those are things that I implement on my daily life. And I actually it didn't tick at first when I heard manifestation and the practice of affirmations, visualization, and things like that. It didn't actually tell me a thing until I read that book by T. Harv Eker. And he was asking, did you ever notice that when you feel like there are times when you feel like things are finally about to kick for you, they're finally about to work, you're finally about to be on top. And just like magic, out of nowhere, something happened. You cannot explain it, but it keep on happening and you are back to where you were. You might even be excited because you're getting that pay raise or you're getting a random amount of money, like tax season, you're expecting a lot of money. The money comes, but few days later, it's just nothing ever happened. Or you're gonna get more bills or something is gonna happen and you're gonna spend your money on that thing. as I read that book, something clicked in my mind. I'm like, is he talking about me? Because that's how I always felt. And uh, my dad used to say that there were some invisible forces destroying his wealth, but he can never get wealthy. And he nearly gave up. He gave up trying to be wealthy. He was just trying to make ends meet. Just trying to be sure that we have something to eat, we can dress, we can be comfortable, nothing fancy. And that was it. At some point, he gave up in his life trying to be rich. Reading that book has been the turning point of my life. Okay. Enough of manifestation and things like that. That is a topic that kind of scares some people. So I'm not going to insist too much on it. But if you think that this could be you, if you think that there is something that you cannot explain around your life, I will have a special slide that I'm gonna just give you few notes on that. Okay. What I recommend also for your Shopify store, if you have a little bit of money to spare, get this app called Vital. Vital, it is like our all-in-one marketing app that is very, very useful. It's going to change your Shopify store. It's going to draw customers. They're gonna feel comfortable. They're gonna uh, feel like your shop is trustworthy, and they're gonna be more inclined to purchase. I'm not gonna say more about it yet. I'm going to take you to the actual Vital's website, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. So we are here in Shopify store. So I already in there. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm going back in. So you click on apps and go to Vital, as you can see. So by the way, a Vital, it will cost you $29.99. Let's just say $30 every month. And if I remember correctly, the first 14 days is free. So you can get time to really check on that, and that's going to help you a little bit, make your shop look better, advertise better, and give customer more incentive to buy more and more product at checkout. So what do they have? Like I said, it's like a all-in-one app, and I'm gonna show you all the apps possible that you can activate once you are paying those $30 every month using Vitals. So these are the apps that I'm using. Instead of going there, I'm just gonna show you all the apps that is inside Vitals. So as you can see, and they're classified in your like booster app. So you can get a pre-order app. We can activate the pre-order app once you get paying for Vitals. You can get an upsell builder app. All you gotta do is just activate. If you see a red green dot on it, that means I already have it activated on my store. There's like the countdown timer on your checkout page. People trying to check out, and then that countdown timer start, kind of telling them, okay, this product is in high demand. You only have few minutes to check it out. Otherwise, you're gonna lose it, things like that. And the sticky add to cart. This is very, very important. Save customers time from them having to scroll back up to check out if they can just see the checkout button stick at the bottom or on top of your page. It's going to, especially most customers use their cell phones now, or let's just say mobile devices, make their life easier, and you're gonna make more sales. So all of these are apps, and this category is called the convert more apps. So you got the sticky add to cart, the related product, animated add to cart. You got accelerated checkout, Facebook Pixel, recently viewed, shipping information, and you got the capture lead apps, the wheel of fortune, the pop-ups, the announcement bar. All of that are free for you to use once you are paying for the Vital app. And improve in experiences app, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So even the currency converter, which I recommend, I suggest you get one. Of course, you should if you are selling. And what I love most in Vital also is the visitor replay app that you can activate. What that does is when a visitor comes to your website and doesn't purchase or the purchase, you can go back and watch the videos of how far they are scrolling, what is stopping them from buying, what is maybe the page is taking forever to load, or maybe the images come out. And even there are a lot of things that could be explained why people are not purchasing from you. And this app is going to save you time, it's going to save you hassle, and it's going to help you troubleshoot your website, your store better. And the product reviews, it allows you to write your own reviews or just go and download reviews from AliExpress and then to your store. And this trust CEO badges, I love it. I love it. It just about I would say that it 100% fast shipping or 100% money back, money guarantee, satisfaction guarantee, things like that. Okay. And there are plenty more of apps. Content protection. This one is just prevent people from coming to your store and then copy pasting your stuff to their store. So I have it activated in my store as well. Okay, another, let's see which one. Okay, the visitor replay, I had a separate app for it, which is called Orange, which is also awesome. But once I figured out I could get all of these apps using Vital, I canceled my subscription with Orange and I'm only paying for Vital. So let's go back to how you can make your first sale. So you kind of, at this point, you kind of have an idea of what you get from Vital. It's a single app that gives you all the rest. Now, other tools, those are free apps that you can also download. And I seriously think that those are going to be helpful to you. The first one is called Klaviyo. It's not free, but until you reach certain amount of sales every month, it's free. So you can use this app for if you're making between 1 to 100 sales per month, it's literally free for you. So it allows you to send emails and reminders and discount offers to people that have subscribed to your newsletters, or if you get email marketing, of course. So an SMS bumps. This one, I love this one more than Klaviyo. It is awesome. It's also free until you start making a lot of sales every month. And what this one does, it's pretty much like Klaviyo, but it works on like an SMS, like texting. So it's pretty awesome. Let's say that somebody visit your store, they added a product to cart, but they did not check out. You can send an automated email, automated text that would say, look, I've noticed that you have left an item in your cart. Here, like 10% discount. Make sure you use this code at checkout and you will get a rebate, things like that. And it draws more sales. It's like the back end. Don't just focus on running ads and ads and ads. Also focus on the back end. It's going to make you more money without you investing too much on ads. So if you haven't already, I would suggest that you subscribe to CJ Dropshipping YouTube channel. CJ Dropshipping YouTube channel gives you a list of winning product, I believe like every week or every 2 weeks. And when I first started, that's where I was getting my winning product from. I literally did not pay for ads and things. Well, I paid for ads. I mean, like paying for the actual ad content and copywriting. I did not do none of that, but I was able to be successful doing drop shipping. So she's a drop shipping YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, I suggest you can just play a few videos, check it out before you subscribe if you want. Not promoting this website, this channel, and that's telling you where I found some good stuff. Ecom Hunt website. It is not free, but you can have an account for the free version and to get some product suggestion. They're not gonna be the currently trending product, but some of those products are still good to sell and people are just digging it. All you gotta do is just make sure that you have a good store and you have good ads and you can make some money from those. Parting gift. It's not actually a gift, it's just a suggestion as we mentioned before. I was talking to you earlier about manifestation. If you feel like this is something that you want to look into, I have a few books that I would suggest you read. if you don't have time to read like me, when I first started, I did not have time to read because I had my 9 to 5 job. So I had what this thing called Audible. Audible is an app. I'm pretty sure you already know that, and they have audiobooks. And I found all of these books on Audible. Download it. When I'm going to work, I listen. When I'm coming back from work, I listen. Every now and then that I have free time, I will listen. But these are not books to listen for pleasure. Don't just listen to them. You need to live the book, experiment it, put it to practice. Don't try to read it or listen to it like within a week. It might take you a month to finish one book because it's not about the story, it's about putting it to practice into your life. So if you feel like checking it out, I suggest you go. You start with The Psycho-Cybernetic by Maxwell Maltz, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. There are plenty of other books out there, but once you start with those, I'm pretty sure your curiosity is going to take you to want to find out more. If you have $100 to subscribe to mindvalley.com, I would also suggest you do so. They have this program called the Silver Mind Control Program or the Silver Ultra Mind. If you subscribe the first 14 months, it's going to be free. After that, they're going to charge you the $100. But if you are able to consume this, whatever content you need within those 14 months, you can just cancel back your subscription and you get your $100 back. I'm not telling you to go ahead and then do that. I'm just telling you, even though you don't have the money, there's always, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. I know where I come from. I know how hard it was. So you got to use what they call bootstrapping strategies. Whatever you need to do to make it work, just make it work. Don't give up. Do not ever give up. So that's all I have for you. I hope you found some value. And if you have, just hit on the like button, subscribe, and let me know down at the bottom what you think. And I look forward to talking to you again on a different tutorial soon. Until then, take care.